What's up, WWE Universe? I'm here to bring you reviews, predictions, news, and rumors, all involving the WWE. Let's get started. The opening segment brought out Paul Heyman, who said that Brock Lesnar was on his way to the arena and that his flight was delayed. John Cena then came out and said Brock Lesnar better be there after 80 minutes or John Cena was going to beat up John Cena takes Paul Heyman out of the ring and takes him backstage and kind of in a headlock, and we don't know where he's going. Next, they go to a Raw flashback from last week, and then out comes Chris Jericho, who becomes into a match with Kane. Overall, pretty decent match. Kane is looking pretty old. It's past his time. I'll get some more of that in the My Opinion segment, but honest to goodness, much better job out of Chris Jericho in this one. Overall, match grade, I'd probably give it a 6 out of 10, seeing how Jericho had some pretty good spots in there. Kane looked real slow. Typically, out of these two wrestlers, we expect a good match. I don't know what the situation was here, maybe just bad communication, but overall, 6 out of 10. So Jericho pulls off the victory, and we go into a promo with Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is not a very good mic talker, so thank goodness this segment only lasted just about a minute. Roman talks about how his match tonight really involves Seth Rollins, saying that he was the architect of the Shield, and back to the whole Shield drama that was a couple months ago. So then we move into a match with Jack Swagger and Bo Dallas, a match that in my opinion, which we'll get to that just a little bit as well, but was very, very well done. This match saw Swagger pick up the victory, which is good because Bo Dallas has kind of been on a little winning streak, which is good for his character, but overall, kudos to Swagger, who put on a very good, decent match. Next, we're on to a Divas Tag Team match with, we got AJ and Brie against Paige and Nikki. This is a Divas match. They're really trying to go into Night of Champions and highlight the match, the triple threat match. I think that it's going to be very well played. We should see Nikki come out of top on all of this, but as for it is right now, that match was pretty good. I give it a 6 out of 10. I mean, I don't want to be repetitive, but honestly, it's a Divas match, so you can't really expect much in the department of quality with the WWE, that is. These girls do know how to wrestle. They just don't get the TV time and the freedom that they desire to let their characters go and be well-nourished and be the leaders and Trish Stratus's that we all love. But overall, we saw Paige pick up the victory on this one. They're trying to move into Night of Champions with one of these three girls coming out on top. So we'll just see how it all plays out. SmackDown, still got SmackDown coming. And then, of course, Night of Champions. So we'll see. But overall, 6 out of 10. Next, we're on to a Bray Wyatt promo where he tells us that everything we've been told as children were a lie. And, how we need to listen to him and how tonight he's going to take care of the Big Show. Well, next the Big Show comes out, and him and Bray get into a match that was real short-lived, and it ended in disqualification. Big Show victory with the interference of Rowan and Harper. Overall match quality with the short-lived match that we got, I would give it a 5 out of 10. Big Show really didn't move and work well with Bray in this one. 5 out of 10. Next, we're on to a little preview of Night of Champions where we get Cesaro and Stardust versus Jey Uso and Sheamus. Overall, it was another short-lived match. They were basically aiming for a preview of Night of Champions. We saw Jey pick up the victory in this one. It overall looking pretty good. I do see the tag team of the Dust Brothers, as I call them, or Stardust and Goldust, picking up the victory at Night of Champions, their tag team belts, and Cesaro taking the U.S. belt. Overall, pretty decent quality with the minutes that they received. I would give this match an 8. Next, we're into an Orton promo where he gets asked why he attacked Chris Jericho last week on Monday, and Orton simply says, "Why wouldn't he?" He said that a couple weeks ago on Raw, Jericho said that he had everything handed to him, and that that simply was not true. They went back to a flash clip of what happened last week, and that was pretty much it for them. Next, John Cena returns to the ring, this time with Paul Heyman in tow. We get a nice little, I think, a nice little glimpse into what it would be like if Cena was heel again. Paul Heyman basically begging Cena on his knees to listen to him and become a Heyman guy. Cena says that's not going to happen, and then Lesnar's music hits. Cena ends up pushing down Paul Heyman. Heyman falls out of the ring. Lesnar comes back and saves Paul Heyman and gives us a little preview of what's going to happen at Night of Champions. They started walking back up the ramp. Brock Lesnar came down, and him and Cena brawled for a minute before, I would say probably 30 security guards came out and detained Cena against the guardrail. A little bit of a flashback of what happened a few years ago between them two. But anyways, overall, pretty decent segment. I found it entertaining. Paul Heyman's a real entertaining guy. He really knows how to put on a show and work the crowd, whether he's heel or face. So, overall, for the segment, I'd give it a 9. Next, we get a match between former tag team partners Cameron and Naomi. Very sloppy match. Basically a piss break. You saw Cameron pick up the victory, or not Cameron, excuse me, Naomi pick up the victory. That match was simply just not well orchestrated. They really used those two divas to plug Total Divas on the E! Network. Overall, I give the match quality 2. Next, we get a match between good old Damien Mizdow and The Miz versus R-Truth, or R. Ziggler as he's now being called, and Dolph Ziggler. Again, this is a kind of a filler thing with the WWE. Had this been the Attitude Era, this wouldn't have even made TV. But simply put, every wrestler in that ring can wrestle and can put on a match at any given time. My hands down in this match, the best performer was Dolph Ziggler. I am truthfully not crazy about Dolph Ziggler, but he really pulled it off in this match. This R-Truth thing, we'll get to that in my opinion, but I think that something needs to give in that direction. Overall, though, match quality, 9 out of 10. This was a decent match. Things were pretty put together, pretty decent. Next, we get the best match of the night. We get Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is an excellent wrestler. Most of these wrestlers that come from the indies like Seth Rollins are very, very good. Roman Reigns, on the other hand, he's working at it. He needs to be polished a little more, but this was a very good match. Pretty much typical Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins moves. Everything was executed in this one. It ran a decent time. Seth Rollins was an excellent performer, by far top performer of the match. And I give overall match quality 10 out of 10 on this one. So looking ahead at Night of Champions, the final segment of Raw, we get Mark Henry, who comes out to rally America. And we basically get a kind of a lame note way to end Raw. Now, I know they usually do things for the live crowds afterwards, so for them it may not have been so bad, but for the crowd at home, Mark Henry rallying America. I know this is kind of tough times for America with the whole ISIS situation, but this is going to head into a match with these two at Night of Champions, where I see Rusev probably winning. This heel thing with Rusev is working very well. Mark Henry can take bumps. These two are two big guys. They're ready to go. Mark Henry did a good job getting the pops from the crowd. Pretty much everything that this segment was about was to get everybody excited for the pay-per-view. I got a strong feeling that not so many people watch SmackDown, so this is pretty much the show before Night of Champions. So we'll just see how things go. Now it's part of the show where I give my opinion. First off, I'd like to say overall quality of this show. I'd give it 6 out of 10 heading into the pay-per-view. Usually these shows I like to have a pretty big boom going into the pay-per-view. We haven't seen Lesnar in a couple weeks. I know that has a lot to do with his scheduling. and the way his contract is all worked out. I am thoroughly not entertained with John Cena. I really don't care for the guy. I think that he needs to have a heel turn very desperately to keep his character fresh. This whole Hulk Hogan wannabe thing is a little ridiculous. John Cena is nothing like Hulk Hogan. John Cena is the reason people quit watching wrestling, as Hulk Hogan is the reason people were starting to watch wrestling. I've been watching wrestling for over 15 years, and I have never hated somebody so much, like legitimately. I do read the dirt sheets. I get into everything that is the WWE. I believe that the best wrestlers right now are not where they should be, main event picture wise. I mean, there's only so many guys you can rotate at the top, and only so many of them are so good. Guys like Orton and Jericho and Kane and Big Show and Wyatt are just getting squashed down, and it's not right. WWE has really lost its quality over the years. TNA puts on an excellent show. I'm in no means trying to promote TNA for instead of WWE. I love the WWE, always will. I go through the tough times and the good times, and I feel that the divas are not getting pushed in the right direction and not at all entertaining on the show. On this show in particular, the Cameron Naomi thing and this whole Total Divas plug and using promos to plug the WWE network and things of that nature are just a little too much and a little overbearing, especially for long-term fans who are used to the way things used to be. Triple H is in charge. He handles a lot of decisions. I know Vince probably still makes the final call on a lot of things. I love the WWE. I hope to see the quality of its programming improve. As for now, though, overall quality of this show is 6 out of 10. This is by far not the best Raw I've seen. As a matter of fact, I've almost snoozed off a couple times during this show. Seth Rollins is very entertaining to me. Roman Reigns is not the guy to push to me. He's turning into the next Kane, in my opinion. I don't know, guys. To be honest with you, I really hope their product improves. Not to rant on it. I mean, I love the WWE, and I do understand the people who do like John Cena. However, I'm not a Cena guy. I would much rather see Bray or Cody Rhodes with a better gimmick put into the top spots. So again, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please hit that thumb up button. Subscribe. I'm new to the YouTube, so give me everything I need, man. I need comments, subscriptions. I need thumbs up. So if you like your video, please do that for me. More to come. SmackDown review, Night of Champions predictions all this week. Again, thank you.